Oh, let's go. It is speculation season, baby. This man Nathan is playing with our emotions, and I love my emotions being toyed with. In this manner, obviously. I just love the sheer amount of messages that I got on Instagram and Twitter of people losing their mind over a simple little tweet that Nate put out. But here it is. Our guy NF dropped a tweet a few days ago, and it just simply says, 30 years. And I know some casuals are like, what's the big deal? It's 30 years. It's part of the lyrics to one of his songs. He doesn't tweet! Okay? This is cryptic. This is a message to those that know it's a message. So obviously on the surface, it's referencing a song Hope, where we've got 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hey, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fake, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of Nate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of chains, 30 years of anxious, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of weight, 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. Oh my God. So what does this really mean here? I have no idea. He's going to be 33 at the end of March. So let's scroll down through here and see what everybody else thinks. This is one of my favorite NF pages right here, the NF community NF. Years equals 5 letters. So that means 35. And 30 years in the month of May 5, we will get the next album. Year starts with Y, so the day of the week he will drop will end with a Y, which is every day of the week. That's hilarious. 30 years to the next album. I love how everybody's on the same page here. I think the weirdest part of all this is that the tweet is actually still up and hasn't been deleted. But again, my man just doesn't tweet to tweet, okay? There's always something. Hope came out on April 7th, 2023, so we're almost approaching a 1-year anniversary. We're at about 11 months here. I know back when it drops, there was so many rumblings of a B-side potentially coming out. I certainly fed into those rumors. I wanted them to be true so bad, okay? I'm here to say the thought is still on the table, okay? There's still this weird artwork that's been floating around, and I know what you're thinking. It hasn't even been a full year yet. There's no way a deluxe would come out. But I'm here to say you're wrong, because Eminem's last album, Music to Be Murdered By, was dropped on January 17th, 2020, and side B to that project was dropped on December 18th, which is 11 months and 1 day after. And what is 11 months and 1 day after April 7th, 2023? March 8th, 2024, which is on a Friday, which is when all major label artists release their music. Now, am I grasping at straws? Absolutely. But that's what I'm here for, to speculate. I'm also here to update you on the leaked songs that we've heard over the years that are still out there floating around and not released.
I done did a lot, but not enough, yeah. Ain't too many out here with the substance. One hit wonders pop up, then they gone quick. Got your 15 minutes, then they all split. Artists selling out the garden, and they still ain't make no money, man, it's garbage. Look, told my booking agent that's when I was scared. Yeah, I meant it when I said I was evolving my product. I told you that I wasn't worth all the time it would take, too afraid to face the demons I carry inside. Told you run while you can, but you grabbed on my hand, shook your head and told me it's alright. I'm not going anywhere, so stop waiting. Wouldn't say that I'm invincible, but I would say that I got armor though. Hardest on cracky, you might wake the ghost of 8-year-old me trying to face the cold, waiting for dad or anybody that loved me to put their arms around me and tell me way to go. Sad. How should I put this? How should I word it? Chasing a verdict, guilty as charged, born as a wordsmith. That isn't true. Is it my hand on the Bible worthless? I had to work it, this to make it perfect. Yeah, I've been at it all day, all night. Yeah, I stay working always. I catch a flight, then I land on a runaway, then catch a ride. I know this would happen. I don't hide behind beats, I am raw. Listen, these beats hide behind me. Y'all are all tripping. I cut them open, let them leak. I'm what you call vicious, a boss with it. I write a song with my arms missing. That's all for the top music. I am ball ripping. Y'all looking for lukewarm rhymes, you're in the wrong kitchen. I'm known as a lot of things, but calm isn't one of them. I'm close to the music, never been long distance. The industry at the door's locked, but I barged in it. I don't belong here. Who are y'all kidding? You against me, you're all victims.
Now, the 5 songs that you heard right there, I realistically think that only 2 of those still have the potential to be released. The other ones I feel like he's gonna scrap. But the super emotional one, I know people have been fiending for that one ever since they heard the snippet, and it hasn't been released yet. And then I really want the Invincible snippet that I heard. That feels like it would be a perfect addition to a hopeless side B deluxe album to Hope. And like I said, I've done a video like this before going over leaked snippets, and some of those songs made their way to certain albums. Like for example, Layers from Clouds was a snippet that I looked at before it was released. Chasing with Michaela was another one that we looked at. There's been a lot of leaked stuff that has eventually come out. So I don't know. Happy Tuesday, I guess. I wanted to just throw kind of a little wrench into things. Let me know which one of these snippets that you guys are really, really wanting. And shout out to all the fellow speculators out there. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and shout out to everybody that sent me all kinds of messages and everything whenever this did drop, and that you guys are coming to me as your speculatory person on the internet. There was just not a whole lot of research to be done on this. I couldn't find anything. I know you see there's probably still 3 minutes left in this video. I have to make this video 8 minutes long for YouTube to push it to my audience. So I'm gonna show you two things at the very end of this. The first one is a clip from my show that I just did last weekend. It was my first show that I did in 3 years. So if you ever want to come see me live, this is what I sound like. And since we're in the mood of leaking songs and snippets, this is my own personal leak for a song that I haven't released yet. Tell me if you guys like it in the comments. All right, love you guys. See you in the next video. Every morning I wake up and got the same thoughts. Can I handle the pain today? I'm afraid not. My plate is full, but I just keep on adding to it, hoping that one day I get the appetite to try to scrape it off. It's a struggle to get out from underneath the covers. My depression keeps me under, even in the heat of summer. Hot enough to melt without frozen on the inside. Wondering what purpose I am serving. What is this life? So many questions that I have, but they ain't got an answer. So I push them to the back and hope I'm not reminded. I can fake a smile just enough to show some manners, but I can't fake it long enough for my entire life is crazy. Despite this, I just keep pushing through, knowing every day is another one closer to you. I miss you, can't wait to see you on the day that I do. Till then I'll just keep up the praying till I'm praying with you, because God will only give you what he knows that you can take. So just fold your hands together when you feel like you gon' break. Cause I've been lost and I've been found, spent my whole life feeling down and out, but I will rise out this life. Yeah, depression really is the craziest thing. One day I feel like I'm royalty, could swear I'm a king. The next I feel like a jester, bow me down on his feet, with everybody looking and pointing and laughing at me. I tend to make a bigger deal out of things that are small, hyper-focusing on things that most don't focus on at all. Hoping no one notices, but I know that they know it all. After all, when you're low, it don't hurt as much when you fall. Hoping something I don't grasp to, cause every time I do it seems to turn its back on me, asking me if I have room, giving me the sense of security that I'm craving and escaping. And it's making me feel like I am a bad dude, like I deserve everything bad that's ever happened to me. I'll show some gratitude, but half the time it happens loosely, cause I'm just waiting for the day that my happiness turns to sadness. Cause permanent happiness only happens in movies. I swear I'm working on myself to change my mind state, but sometimes it's hard to remind me that my life's great. A sky cloud rises high every night. Today I'm bending over backwards trying to get my life straight. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days are in between. Some days I feel like I can conquer damn near anything. Some days I feel like I just need to lay in bed and deal with what's inside my head, for I'm regretting everything. Because God will only give you what he knows that you can take. So just fold your hands together when you feel like you gon' break. Cause I've been lost and I've been found, spent my whole life feeling down and out, but I will rise out this life.